It's about practicing let go. So when you see that you're trying to get something, let go. That's the practice.
When we talk to Vishrant, he's like, he doesn't want us to just stare at him. So I'm like, my mind starts to scramble. Like, I need to say something. So
I know your
I don't
feeling.
know.
Just practice let go. So I got that pattern too when I was talking to him, because my mind got expanded in the Buddha field, and I dropped all the questions that I'm trying to get back. It's about practicing let go. So when you see that you're trying to get something, let go. That's the practice. It's the mind, because it's all about letting go. So we learn to surrender, and if we practice letting go long enough, it just naturally become surrender. And that's all we need to learn. I totally agree with Vishrant on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the
It's
space where you can let go easily, because the Buddha will expand your mind, and it will drop.
yeah.
Will drop. Normally, it's difficult to drop, because it's a default pattern to keep thinking, keep trying to do, and everyone around you probably doing the same thing, and it's difficult for you to practice that. So if you can come near someone with the silent, this is best to stay silent. I mean, of course, it's nice if you can speak with it, you can, and let go. It's the only thing that we need to learn. Letting go, letting go, letting go, until getting back
Mm,
to zero.
yeah, I might. So then after you would leave satsang, you wouldn't think of a question, or because he says to bring, because if not, I would just come in and I don't have anything. And I didn't want to speak to him and not have anything in front of me.
It's okay. Like I've been doing that all the time. You,
Yeah.
I came in front of him and go, ga. Sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. And that's what we need to learn. Not about, like, it's not an interview. We're not trying to make a podcast or anything like that. It's the place
Yeah.
where we practice letting go, and you gotta be okay to look like a fool. You
Yeah.
saw me doing that all the time, like most of the time, like 90% of the time.
Yeah, but those are the best times.
Yeah.
Because it enhances the field itself. Like, I don't know. At least that was my feeling, and I think Vishwan said it. Um, yeah.
So how about now? How do you feel?
I mean, now I feel way lighter. It's like it is the same field. Like it's not any different. And so like my
That's true.
mind recognizes it,
Mm.
and the same patterns are there to try to like come back.
So
But it's like way lighter. Yeah.
whenever you see the pattern that is trying to get back, you practice letting go.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how I practice with Vishrant for the last 2.5 years around that. Because I can see the pattern of the mind trying to get back. And then whenever you see it trying to get back, you let go. And it's create a new pattern in your mind. Whenever you see that it's trying to getting back, you develop a new pattern of letting go. And it's the only place you can practice with someone who got a Buddha feel, because it will expand your mind. And when the mind sees it is expanding, it got freak out, and it will try to come back, and it is where you can see that the pattern of trying to get back to the mind, and you practice letting go, and you create a new pattern of letting go. But you can see the mind trying to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a feeling to it too. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess my question too is, so once it was one of the earlier questions of once you leave satsang, how do you, if you even can, maintain that same, I guess that's trying to get a result.
Yeah.
The expansion, because like the mind goes back to its regular patterns. The contrast is there to see, okay, this is what it's like when it's expanded, and this is what I come back to. Um, yeah.
It make you desperate.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing, but
It is, but it's a good thing too.
yeah.
Now you see the contrast, so you know what you want. You gotta make a decision. So if you don't see the contrast, if you don't have this kind of desperate to come back to the silence, then I mean, like most of people probably they don't like it. But the seeker, you're desperate to get into that space again, and that's why we're doing all this, to going back to that space where silence and stillness and your mind being free. That's why we're doing this. So I think it's a good thing to have this kind of desperation, and you that's what makes that's do you need to do a lot of things to get back because you're so desperate for it, and it's just a matter of practice. And I understand it's difficult because if we keep looking for that space, then just it's create, how can I say, it's dissatisfied, but it just keep it as motivation. And the thing that we need to do is the practice that work. Like you like the silence, and you need to practice the silence. And I just mentioned earlier, make your life simple. Like you like the silence, and you need to going back to the zero, not adding more. A lot of things you need to reorganize your life. That's what I've done with my life. I remove everything that is complicated and make it very simple. And I have to force myself to look at life in a certain way. I have to stay present with my life. I was very extreme, no? I even designed my house, like make it difficult. So I have to stay present. For example, like if it's the kitchen, I would raise the bar a little bit higher. So I need to take the chair out, and I need to step on the chair to take something. In that way, I have to stay present. I won't make it easy. I
Yeah.
won't make it easy. And for another thing is that there's a rule in my house that the dining table is always empty. It means you have to clean up everything. It's clean, nothing on the counter. You have to remove everything. Like after you finish cooking, you have to remove everything, nothing on the counter. So it's become a habit. I used to stay in the monastery. I was a monastic for a while, so that kind of practice that we got in the monastery, a very Zen way of living. And when you walk, you have to stay present. That's walking meditation that Vishrant was talking about. But in the way that I design my life, everything is like you have to design to make it so. Otherwise, we don't do it. This is the discipline. But if you can design your life in a certain ways, it would be helpful. And when I make that rules, like everyone in my household or people who living with me, they have to do that, and it's helping everyone. And actually, it's really nice to live that way. Like everything is but it's not about cleanliness or tidy. I'm not obsessed with that. I'm okay with people not doing that. But this is my practice. Uh, just to stay present and just to make everything simple, like it's everything reducing to zero, getting back to the zero, not just like in the mind, but like for me is I design my life, the external situation in such a way getting back to zero, very simple. If I have to do 10 things, now I do 1 or 2 things, that's it. But like the result is still I aim for the same level of result, but like doing less things.
Mm.
Yeah, less is more, that's true. I totally agree with that. And a lot of other practice, you can, like people have this kind of, what is it, living, I don't remember the word, but like minimalism, something like that, very
Yeah,
popular
minimalist.
Japanese lifestyle, and we can apply to the modern world. Don't have to be like extreme in the monastery, but I find it's really helpful for me. I design my, like even when I'm traveling right now, like whenever I go to the new place, I would set up my place like that. Everything. It's very meticulous, but it's like you design environment around you in such a way that you have to stay present, and everything is simple. Make everything less, and I really make an effort into design my environment like that. Removing the people that make things complicated too. I would remove those people. I'm not avoiding them, but I'm not gonna like involve them into or people into dramas. And no, this is a very Zen principle. It's reducing everything, so it's simple. Yeah, I accept people the way they are, but I'm not gonna involve into anything that make me like away from zero. I would listen, but I don't, not supporting their stories. Like, because I got this practice I discussed earlier. I can listen, but the words just going through me. I can look, but I don't see anything. That's the kind of looking at zero too. And it's become a habit. When you're looking at things, you listen to, but you just listen. You're not listen to anything. You just listen. You just look. And in that way, like, how can I say, it's purifying your senses. And even the information going into my eyes or my ear, I make it simple too. I'm not going to involve into things that make my mind noises. Like the kind of, like now, like the social media and on the news, I would be, back now I'm okay, but back then when I starting the practice, the Zen, I would completely, like ignoring or avoiding those that make, like the energy. You gotta keep it sattvic, and you need to. I treat those things as food. I don't take the toxic, the poisonous food into my field of energy. I keep myself very clean in that way. Like the people that you involving, the food that you take, the thing that you look at, the news that you read today, the music that you're listening, the everything. Even in your house, if you're very attentive, then the energy around you is very sattvic too. But if it's like untidy and people are not paying attention to the space that they live in, there's different kind of energy, and I would be very how can I say, conscious about that, aware of everything, very meticulous, design everything that I'm in touch with in such a way that it makes my life simple and sattvic. That's my aim. And even I'm traveling, I'm doing that. It's difficult, especially if you're traveling now. I have to how can I say, make it like even more difficult. If you're staying at home, then you can design it's easier for you. But for the last 10 years, I was traveling nonstop. But it's really good for me to practice and changing environment. But immediately you went to a new place, and like sometimes I stay for 3 days, but the principle is the same. I need to design my space like that, my place, every meticulous thing like that.